Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your tarot card reading for March 2023. This is a general reading, so the roles of the individuals or energies identified may be swapped, and the intensity of the situation may vary. Feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. At the end of the reading, I will go ahead and pull a couple of oracle cards for you. Okay, so in this first column, we see what seeks your attention. You have solitude in silence, peace prevails. You have this hope card, Four of Swords, and the Emperor, which is your major arcana card. In the second column, we explore an important relationship. We have traffic cone, caution, Eight of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Fool. In this third column, we dive into your work. You have the familiar mouse. You also have Seven of Swords, the Magician, and Four of Pentacles. The card at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles, which is the influencing energy for this reading. So this is, about you really taking time to recognize the hard work that you've done and enjoying the rewards of that. So let's see here. Let's take a look at what seeks your attention. Solitude, silence. You do have the Four of Swords here, and this is another card of kind of being in solitude, spending time alone, though not necessarily being lonely. And I think it's really interesting how you have this light here in the Four of Swords, this greenish light here that also shows up in this Hope card. And this is a card that is a wild card for this deck. And that kind of indicates this truth of your inner light that you do have. Perhaps you need time by yourself to kind of get back in touch with that inner light, that concept of self-love, love for things around you, compassion for yourself, compassion for others. And you have your Emperor card here. So this is a card of power, authority. It says peace prevails. So, perhaps you have had some time of internal conflict lately, or feeling that you've been doing a lot of oversight, managing, directing. And so you need some time just to kind of be alone. So let's take a look at the Four of Swords here. You have the Queen of Cups. So Aries, this is also a card of self-love, self-care, prioritizing yourself and making sure that your cup is full before you try to fill the cups of others. So let's take a look at that Hope card. You have Strength. So again, this is another card of focusing on yourself, making sure that you are being compassionate to yourself, being gentle and tender. Perhaps it is some more like impatient, or let's say not necessarily combative, but authoritative, maybe even like impatient aspects of your Emperor self that are kind of coming up. And so this time alone, to really focus on the more gentle, accepting aspects of yourself, to really tap into that inner light, seems to be what's calling. So here we have the Nine of Wands. So this is a card of really feeling like you've put in a lot of energy and effort to accomplish a certain goal, but it seems that, taking some time for yourself to recharge, that is really calling for your attention perhaps that will allow you to, get back to the you that you want to be. So here with your important relationship in this traffic cone caution, it's just saying, basically take a beat, see what's going on, approach things a little bit slowly. You have Eight of Swords here, and this is not necessarily caution. This is really overkill of caution. Really feeling isolated and restricted, kind of creating a bunch of things in your mind that make it seem like you really shouldn't or can't move forward. You do have the Knight of Cups, so it may be that there is someone who is wanting to give you a message of love, trying to be romantic, trying to be seductive. And here with the Fool, this is an energy of just kind of going for it, just jumping in. So let's clarify to see whether or not this caution is you being overly cautious, or if this is more of needing to be cautious with a calculated risks being assessed. So let's take a look at this Fool down here. You have the World card. So this is about completing a journey. This is after the Fool kind of takes that leap of faith and jumps into a journey. The World is that accomplishment, that success. So here, it's almost a sense of you will learn a lot of lessons in your relationships. You probably have learned a lot of lessons in your relationships. And that basically just to take a moment, not to necessarily prevent yourself from going down a certain path, but just to take some time to assess what's really there. So let's take a look at these Eight of Swords now. You have the Three of Swords. So what might be really there is something from your past. Maybe this, Fool to the World, a prior lesson that you learned, something that you locked away, something private. You maybe need to take a look at that, or you don't have to take a look at it and just kind of stay there stuck in your swords. But ideally, when it may be that this solitude, this taking time for yourself to really work on that Four of Swords aspect. Here you have the Three of Swords. Four of Swords wants your attention. That is, time away, withdrawing, reflecting, healing. So it seems like this time for solitude and reflecting on your past could really help when it comes to matters of the heart. So let's take a look at this Knight of Cups. You have the Four of Swords. So like I was saying, taking some time for yourself to really work on, whatever lessons you need to recognize about relationships will really help you when it comes to really being able to accept and offer love coming from the heart. So let's get into your work here with this familiar mouse. So the familiar mouse is kind of about saying, make sure you are conservative with your resources, are aware of your time, manage your time, your resources, your money conservatively. And that way you can kind of prepare for anything that might be unexpected. You do have here the Four of Pentacles. So this is another card of being like conservative, managing your money, your time well. You also have the Seven of Swords. So this is something that can be unexpected that pops up. And here you have the Magician. So this is you, being confident, recognizing your skills, your talents, your resources, and knowing when to use them, how to use them. So let's go ahead and clarify. Let's clarify this Four of Pentacles down here. You have the Nine of Cups here. So in terms of making sure that you are being conservative with your resources, your finances, it could be that, it'll allow you to maybe not do a lot in terms of things that cost money, but making you focus more on the things that are just enjoyable, that don't necessarily cost money. And since this has to do with work, perhaps this is like going out with coworkers after work, and people spending money on happy hour. Finding something that you can spend time with your coworkers, but perhaps managing your resources, like going to someone's place and playing a board game, or even recognizing, like, if there's something that's going on with you needing to focus on numbers, like balancing out a drawer or making sure that you're keeping track of time, that seems to be very important and perhaps not so fun. But if you can make it fun, like if you need to do charts and graphs, perhaps do them in like a colorful way, something that's kind of like fun and exciting. So let's take a look at the Magician. You have the Page of Cups here, and this is a card of imagination, possibilities, looking at the world through the eyes of a child. So making things kind of fun. Let's take a look at that Seven of Swords, that unexpected, kind of a hint of deception, but more just needing to uncover what's there. You have the Eight of Pentacles. This is the card of work. This is the card of actually needing to do something over and over again. Like this spider. This is an orb weaver spider. They tend to rebuild their webs every single day. And it's a card of really, taking pride in what it is that you're doing and really connecting with it. So to some degree, Aries, it seems like the focus is on, whatever it is that your work is focusing on. If it's time, money, people, widgets, whatever it is, to look at it in a certain way where you can really make it fun for you and almost like find joy in your work in a different way. So I'm going to close off with the Revolving Time Oracle to answer a question of yours. You can ask a yes or no question about who, what, when, or why, and then I will pull another card as well. So here, your answer is grounding. This is card 30. This is equivalent to the Knight of Pentacles. If you asked for a decisive answer or a question that has a decisive answer, it's maybe. And in terms of timing is fall season. So with grounding, it is kind of connected to this solitude, taking time for yourself to actually, this grounding card is more like the Page of Pentacles. So taking time to really relearn something, get a sense of being connected, and perhaps take some time to go out in nature. This Hope card and this Four of Swords, both of those are kind of like being out in nature. Same with the Strength card. So I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit of Animals Oracle to give you some guidance. You have your Ram here. Perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. So patience, solitude, peace. So I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your March. We'll see you next time. Take care.